Hello, my good learners. Welcome back to Numerix Math, connecting you to the logic behind every solution. So today we are going to learn about solving linear equations with two unknowns by elimination method. In our previous lesson, we discussed substitution method, and I will put the substitution method link on the video description so that you can go and watch it if you missed it. So elimination method is a method where we eliminate one variable by either addition or subtraction so that you can solve the other variable. You can find the number representing the other variable. So very quickly, we start with our first example. X plus y is equals to 10. 2x plus y is equals to 13. So here you can eliminate any letter, any variable, either x or y. So the first thing you have to look for this, let's eliminate y. Eliminate y. So the first thing you have to look at is the coefficient of the variable. So as you can see here, we have y. The coefficient for y is 1, and the coefficient for the second equation, the first equation here, the coefficient is 1, and the coefficient of the second equation is 1. So the first thing you have to look at is whether the coefficients are the same. In this case, they are the same. Y as the coefficient of 1, the first equation, and the second equation, the coefficient of y is 1. So in this case, they both have a positive sign. Yeah, and when eliminating, when they have the same sign, in elimination method, we subtract. But when they have they don't have the same sign, either one of them is positive or negative, we add. So in this case, we will subtract. So you'll have to write the two equations. So x plus y is equals to 10. 2x plus y is equals to 13. So I've said when they have same sign, we subtract. So that is the first step. When you subtract x minus 2x, you'll get negative x. And then when you subtract y minus y, you get 0. And then 10 minus 13 will get negative 3. So in this case, we have eliminated y. As you can see here, we have 0. So it will be minus x is equals to negative 3. So here we divide both sides. We divide in both sides with negative 1 to eliminate the negative, which is the coefficient of x, in this case negative 1. So our value for x is 3. So after you have found the value of x, you come and substitute in any of the equation here. You replace this y, or you can use the second equation. You replace this y with 3. So it will be x plus y is equals to 10. So x, the value for x, as you can see here, is 3. So 3 plus y is equals to 10. So you have to take this 3 to the other side of the equal sign. So y is equals to 10 minus 3. So the value for y is 7. So this is what we call elimination method. We first start by eliminating one variable and remain with the other so that we can solve the value for the other variable. And then if the sign is the same, you subtract. After that, we found the value of x. From there, you can use any of the equation to find the value of y. On to our second example, 3x plus 2y is equals to 16. 5x plus 3y is equal to 27. So when you look at these two equations, they both have different coefficients. For example, the first equation, the coefficient of x is 3, and the second equation, the coefficient of x is 5. The coefficient of y is 2 in the first equation, the coefficient of y is 3 in the second equation. So the first thing here is, if you have decided to eliminate either y or x, you have to make the coefficient of the variable the same. So let's eliminate y. So the first y in the equation, the first equation is 2, and the coefficient of y in the second equation is 3. So we have to make the coefficient of both y's to be the same. So here we have to look for the LCM of 3 and 2. 3 and 2. So we have to make the coefficient of these two y's to be the LCM of both coefficients. Not the coefficient of the LCM of these two numbers is 6. So in order to find this 6 as the coefficient of y, we will multiply the first equation is equals to 16. We'll multiply this first equation by 3, such that when we multiply this 3 with 2, we'll get 6y, and then multiply the second equation by 2, such that when we multiply 3 by 2, such that when we multiply 2 by 3, we get 6. So our first equation will be 3 times 3, it will be 9x, plus 3 times 2y, that is 6y, is equal to 48. And then 2 times 5 is 10x, then 2 times 3y, that is 6y, then 2 times 27, that is 54. As you can see here, we have made the coefficient of both y to be the same, so we can subtract in order to eliminate y. So that is 9x plus 6y is equals to 48, and then we have 10x plus 6y is equals to 54. You can always pause the video and try to work out, and come and refer to this video and see whether you are correct. But also you can go back to the beginning and check whether everything is good. So we say that when these signs are the same, we subtract, but when they are different, we add. So in our case, they are the same, so we will have to subtract. So 9x minus 10x, that is negative x. Then we will subtract plus 6y minus plus 6y, you get 0. That means we have eliminated y. And then 48 minus 54, that is 6, negative 6, sorry. So you have negative 6 is equals to negative x is equals to 6. So let's divide both sides by negative 1 so that we can eliminate this negative. So that is x is equals to 6. So our value for x is 6. You can now we have to look for the value of y. So this way you can come and substitute. You can take any equation, either equation 1 or equation 2. So let's take equation 1 and substitute the value of x. So equation 1 is 3x. So the value of x is 6. The value of this x is 6, which will be 3 into 6. We have replaced the x with the number plus 2y is equals to 16. So that is 18y plus 2y is equals to 16. So we'll have to take this 18 to the other side. So that is 18, sorry. So that is 2y is equals to 16 minus 18. So 2y is equals to negative 2. When you subtract 16, you minus 18 will get negative 2. So 2y is equals to negative 2. In order to find the value of y, we have to divide both sides by 2. So divide by 2, divide by 2. Negative 1. So the value for x the value for y, sorry, y is equals to negative 1. Okay. Yeah, so let's move to our third example. Example 3. Here that is 6a plus 12b is equals to 6. 10a minus 8b is equals to 3. As you can see, both variables don't have the same coefficients. For example, 6, a in the first equation has a coefficient of 6, while in the second equation it has a coefficient of 10. B in the first equation has a coefficient of 12. In the second equation it has a coefficient of negative 8. So we said in this case, let's eliminate B. So you have to look for the LCM of their coefficients are 2, 12 and negative 8. So you have to look for the LCM of the two numbers so that they are the same, and it is easy for us to eliminate by adding or subtracting. So the LCM of these 8 and 12 is 24. So for us to make this variable b to have the same coefficient, we'll multiply with any number that will make them to be 24. So that is 6a plus 12b, which is equal to 12. Then a minus 8b is equals to 3. So when you look at this equation, we'll have to multiply the first equation. Multiply the first equation by 2, such that when we multiply 2 by 12, we'll get 24, which is the LCM. And then when we multiply the second equation, in order for us to get the LCM, which is 24, we multiply this negative 8 by 3. So let's open the bracket. So it will be 2 times 6, that is 12a, plus 24b is equals to 6. No, I'm sorry, is equals to 12. When we multiply 6 by 2, that is 12, and then it will be 3 times 10a, that is 30a, and then 3 times negative 8b, that is 24b. Sorry, I missed this b here, which is equals to 3 times 9, that 3 times 3, that is 9. So as you can see, the coefficient of b are the same, but they have different signs, and we've said that when the signs are different, we add. So we'll add these two equations. So 12 added to 30, that is 42a. Then we add 24 plus minus 24, you'll get 0. Then when you add 12 by 19, that is 21. So 42a is equals to 21. So for us to find the value of a, we'll have to divide both sides by 42. Divide this by 42, divide this by 42. Here one, here twice. So a is equals to 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 is the value for a. So you have to find the value for b. That one you can substitute the value of a in the first equation, the second equation. So let's go with the second equation. So that is 10b. Here, this is the second equation, this one, the whole of this equation. So 10a, sorry, not 10b. 10a minus 8b is equals to 3. We know our value for a is 1 over 2. So it is 10 into 1 over 2 minus 8b is equals to 3. So this one once here 5 times. So we have 5 minus 8b is equals to 3. So we have to take this 5 to the other side of the equal sign. So it will be 8. Negative 8b is equals to 3 minus 5. So negative 8b is equals to negative 2. Let's divide both sides by negative 8. Negative 8. So this one will be b is equals to, this is negative 8. So this negative, when you divide a negative by negative, get a positive number. 2 here once, 2 here 4 times. So b is equals to 1 over 4. So we have solved the value of a and b through elimination method. So this is how you work out in solving linear equations through elimination method. So I'll give you one homework assignment that you'll do and take to your teacher. So try this one out. 2x plus 3y is equals to 16. Sorry for that. Okay. Two x plus 3y is equals to 16. X plus y is equal to 6. You can try to work that one out, and if you have any challenge, you can reach me via WhatsApp. We shall interact more. Have a nice time.